Hold up. Something kind of important has come up.
Oh?
I just got word that some ghoul bandit is camped outside Novak. We're getting a lot of reports that a power struggle has erupted in the local syndicate, and this might be connected. This fella outside Novak is some kind of ghoul gunslinger, and he might have a stake in the whole affair.
We have Ghoul Gunslinger.
The only ID we have on him is Rounder.
It's a different one?
He robbed a caravan yesterday and killed 2 guards. My orders are explicit. Kill the ghoul immediately.
We
don't have time to put up posters or any of that bullshit, so I'm counting on you. In case you're wondering, the reward is 500 caps. And no, you don't have a choice. Get it done.
I keep trying to get out, and they keep pulling me back in!
Hey, Doc Friday, you look like you have something to say. Do you?
My father died when I was rather young, so my brother Joseph and I were close. That was a lifetime, 2 lifetimes ago. Joseph was taken from me before the war. I don't normally like to speak of it, but it's been so long. Joseph was the sheriff in our hometown. What he lacked in loquacity, he made up for in decisiveness. He was an honest man, more honest than I ever was, at least. He was a rock. I thought he could never die. One weekend, a drifter made his way into town and, for no apparent reason, killed Joseph. He shot him in the back, they said. The state police eventually found the perpetrator, a man by the name of Johnny Rounder. He was tried and sentenced to death. He sat on death row for 2 years, and after countless appeals and delays, the execution date was finalized, October 24th, 2077. It was a day too late as things turned out. The airburst over Fort Benning produced enough radiation to kill almost everyone shortly afterwards. I watched my family wither away, my own son turning pale, his hair falling out, crying. I wanted to die with them, but I lingered on. I fell asleep next to my wife as she died and prayed to die with her. Instead, the next morning I woke up looking at Johnny Rounder. He was holding Joseph's badge, admiring it like it was a long-lost trophy. He'd already changed. He just looked at me and said, "Now you got something to live for, Doc," and then walked away. I've been following that bastard for 200 years, and it's going to end here. I can feel it.
What, you've been chasing this guy for 200 years? Why isn't he dead yet?
We've killed each other several times over, if you're measuring pain. He had experience with a pistol and was able to outduel me at first. For years it was just a game. He'd leave me broken and bleeding in some remote spot. But in time, the game stopped. It was around 2190, I think. We were somewhere in Texas, someplace where they still had trees near Louisiana. I caught him coming out of the saloon, but it wasn't some craven ambush. I looked him in the eyes first, and then I put a .357 slug in his gut. He mangled my arm and managed to get away, thanks to his gang. We faced off at least a dozen times since then, but never with any resolution. For the last few years, he's been running a gang outside the NCR Legion's respective territories. However, with the regional power players and the judge gone, there is an opportunity for a ruthless prick like Johnny.
Well, let's go catch this guy.
Yeah!
This is the location he's supposed to be at.
Yeah, there he is.
Don't take another step or I'll put a round right in that pretty little smooth-skinned face. I see you brought my secret admirer, Dr. Friday. It's good to see you, Doc. Yeah, unusually reticent, I see. I guess he's still smarting from that last gunshot to his knee.
That was kind of a dick thing.
As for you, Courier, I just wanted to say thank you. I've been wandering a long time, pursued and harried by my orthodontic nemesis.
Harried?
And all the while I've been grasping for some semblance of power. In one fell swoop, you've delivered my dream. By eliminating the judge, Red Bear, and other players here, you've opened the doors for me and Sergio.
We also took out the MVs.
On top of that, you brought my ageless enemy into the heart of an ambush. Regardless, I know what you're about, Bounty Hunter. And you ain't walking away from here. Any last words?
Wow, you trust Sergio? I thought you just looked dumb.
Look, it's a complicated deal with ramifications, and fuck it. Just kill this motherfucker.
No! I'll kill you!
Oh, he's giving commands to his men, not you. He's gonna kill you. Or he's...
Russell! Why do you keep getting right in the way?
Russell just wants to have the notoriety of killing Johnny Rounder. Famous
Ooh.
200-year-old bounty guy.
Too bad I did it first.
That's for Joseph, you slime.
He was well dressed for a ghoul pistolero. How about loaning me that duster?
You've already got better armor. Shut up, Russell.
Where's that last one coming from?
Last one, he says, like he knows how many there are.
I actually can't tell.
I'm gonna stand back and see if you can find him.
There he is.
Yeah, the one in the middle of the road. The empty barren road.
I thought it was a post! You know, I make fun of these outfits, but at the... Wow, I blew this person out of their boots.
What is it?
Hey, Doc, I got your brother's badge back!
I never thought I would see this again. I've never had many friends, Courier, but I'd be honored to be yours. Will you be my friend? Hug it out, buddy.
No, thank you. I have personal space issues.
Oh, I respect that.
That was it.
All right. Glad we ended that 200-year-old feud you have.
No hugs.
That's not a good idea.
Wow, your voice suddenly changed for no reason whatsoever.
He's got a bad habit of doing that.
He does.
I wonder if they make him detachable still. I believe that's what they do.
Somebody told me a nest of deathclaws lives on a ridge across the river.
Where'd Butterbars go? Butterbars ain't here today.
Where's LT?
What can I do for you, young man?
Well, first things first, we have a bounty.
That's not as important. Fine, yeah, bounty.
Okay, what's the bounty?
It's the one you just sent us after. What do you think?
That one! Genius.
That's a hell of a relief, kid. Good job. Now, before you go a-celebrating, there's another matter. Last night, a blood-drenched maniac ran into a ranger station and reported a massacre. He tipped us off about a hidden bunker that supposedly belongs to the infamous Mr. Fisk.
Ooh.
Anyway, the guy insists that some badass gang entered the bunker and cleaned it out. He stated that the assailants left him alive to announce their deed. I'm suspicious of this whole affair, so I want you to investigate.
Excellent.
I know you're not doing this out of the goodness of your heart, so we'll make it an even 100 in exchange for meaningful evidence. Good luck.
Mr. Fisk, why does that name sound familiar?
Because he's the one that has the key to get the Legion Gold.
Ah, the one that's been sending mercenaries after you. Why don't we take him out and get the key, turn in the bounty, and get some Legion Gold?
Legion Gold. Also, where's the lieutenant?
Yeah, where's Butterbars? I guess this is a more pressing issue. We'll come back and you better have information for us.
Yeah, bye.
Hello again, friend. What can I do for you?
Hey, Doc, do you have any info on Mr. Fisk?
Yes, he's a key figure in an organized crime syndicate. Supposedly he had extensive dealings with that corpulent pervert, the judge. The prevailing rumor is that Mr. Fisk has come under significant pressure from his own superiors since you've disrupted their interests. If Mr. Fisk is removed, it will only exacerbate the power vacuum rendered by the judge's demise. I certainly wouldn't shed tears for either of those bastards, but I'll worry who might replace them. Nature abhors a vacuum.
I heard that Sergio is one of his associates. What do you know about him?
He's a veritable psychopath who places engraved harmonicas in the mouths of slain opponents. How he acquires such a steady supply of harmonicas and the means to engrave them is beyond me, but that is his moniker. He was born from the same putrid stock as Marco, so villainy is in his bloodlines.
Rumors can get out of control. Is Marco really as bad as people say?
He is an ill-bred, flagitious cur bent on pillaging and destruction. Despite his bucolic origins, he possesses considerable intelligence and cunning. I saw him on one occasion in the town of Dalhart, a dusty stopover on the plains. He was trading in hides and chattel, an accepted practice there. His eyes said it all. He had a stare that was more barren and dehumanized than that irradiated step. He was young, but I knew what he was. He has long since been a pestilence in those parts, though I estimate he is aging by now. It's been 30 years since I saw him that time. If the law doesn't catch him, then time will, my friend.
I think that's enough foreshadowing for now. Let's go find Mr. Fisk's secret bunker.
Oh, okay, I found it, and I'm just gonna throw a bag full of grenades in there. You know he's just gonna lock me into a conversation, and I'm gonna have to talk to him about how he's a butt, and how, Oh yeah, that's right, he did say everybody was killed.
Maybe we should have been paying attention to the briefing.
It would appear that we are late to the festivities. They even killed his lovely mistress. Such a waste.
Yeah, dead prostitute.
Aw, he did kill the lovely mistress.
Well, lovely is subjective, I suppose.
The moderately attractive mistress. Ridiculous.
Fisk, one of my constituents, insists that she saw her former captor and tormentor, Arthur Ribbon. That senile cow was practically hysterical, as if the devil himself had moved into the Mojave.
He kind of wasn't Nazi.
I blew her off, naturally, but since she was so damned earnest about it, I have to ask, is Arthur Ribbon really here?
Arthur Ribbon got turned into the NCR, and then he killed himself while he was in custody. We've already dealt with that rapscallion.
Oh, another note.
I met with Garth. He tried to get tough, so I cut off his ears. You should know better than to try strong-arming me, Fisk.
It's Red Bear.
You ever pull some shit like that again, I'll come down to that nice, clean bunker and scalp you and your pretty secretary. Sergio's coming, old man. You better run while you have the chance.
Don't worry, Fisk, we've killed this would-be assailant.
Oh, Mr. Fisk. Ah, he doesn't have the key. Maybe it's in his desk. Captain Ribbon, unacceptable. Bottle cap 22, LR round 4.
I don't know who this mysterious K person is, but let's see what he had to say.
Fisk, your performance in the past month has been abysmal. Besides uncalculated losses in assets, we've been deprived of several irreplaceable personnel, most notably Judge Richter.
Ah, yes.
You have served the syndicate well in the past, so I'll give you one final opportunity to rectify your mistakes. Terminate Zach, restore connections to the narcotics trade, and see to other affairs detailed in future letters. If you perform these duties with celebrity and proficiency, and so on and so forth, other words, I will reward you appropriately. I just spit on my typewriter. Sorry, anyway, should you fail, the consequences will be dire. I trust this ultimatum will provide proper motivation. Sincerely, your best friend K. Love you. XOXO. Smooches.
Heart emoji. This one is from Mr. Fisk himself. Apparently he was in the middle of writing this note.
Ooh.
Tyler, Mr. Kagan has decided to readmit me into the syndicate, so I will be returning the men you so graciously lent me. I will also dispatch the compensation we discussed. Thank you for your timely assistance. I believe it factored into Kagan's decision, as he doesn't have the stomach to begin a war against another partner in the syndicate. His representative is entering the bunker now. I'll tell you the rest in the next later. Sincerely, Fisk. Oh no, who's shoving this harmonica in my mouth? Oh, sure enough, there's a harmonica jammed into his throat, engraved with the initials SB. Strongbad did this, did he? Holy crap.
What the fuck happened here? Who the fuck are you?
Who the hell are you?
I'm Luther, the local Viper crew. We got hired by Mr. Fisk to work his muscle. Since things are getting hairy around here, you know?
Yeah.
I show up and all I see is Mr. Fisk and his workers all deader than dog shit. You just nosing around the joint? I ain't gonna ask again. Who are you? What the fuck are you doing here, man?
I'm sorry, I
Better
couldn't...
yet start explaining why Mr. Fisk is dead.
It was the fiends that did this. We're just prospecting, scavenging the ruins.
Mike, that didn't work last time. I was sent here to investigate his murder.
Oh, really? Well, that's a load of shit, I say. You know, Mr. Fisk promised us a nice payday, so I think I'm gonna cut it out of your hide.
I'm sorry, you're gonna do what?
Oh, looks like your choice didn't work either, did it?
No, it didn't.
Ah, a drum mag and the Tommy gun. Actually, it's not a drum mag, is it?
No, we've discussed this, and it is technically a drum mag, but... Whip. Wiggle, wiggle. We've discussed this. It's an AM 180. Wiggle, wiggle.
Is that how you clear a jam on a atomic gun? Really? You just wiggle it?
No. Let's go turn this evidence in. Wiggle, wiggle. Yeah, but I kind of wanted to... Don't you wish your girlfriend was like me?
Don't you wish your girlfriend had no head like me?
Don't you wish your girlfriend was a corpse like me? Don't you...